Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for today's World Session. I was going to say we're March, but we are not. April 7th already. Could you imagine? Uh, and I was doing a little talk with the before the session, before I started recording, and we were anchoring into the session of sovereignty, responsibility, and what gets in the way of living a fully sovereign life, making your own choices based on you. And what is coming in to interject, or I don't want to say block it, it's a killing of it. It's just like a murderousness of playfulness in life. It's a murdering of adventure and spontaneity, and um, actually murders self-responsibility and being sovereign as a person, living really from that space of sovereignty. I am fully responsible for myself and my life, regardless of the outcome, regardless of the influences that I say are influences, regardless of others or my upbringing or my culture or my genetic coding, or whether I'm masculine or feminine or anything in between that you want to deem yourself. Regardless of all of that, I am fully responsible. And what comes in to completely usurp that is, I think I know. And you can feel into your body where you feel, I think I know. And for me, it's right here. It's right in the heart center. And I feel like I'm being like devastated, and to feel like it feels like a massive devastation to my soul. I think I know devastates my soul. And so what's the antidote? Be fully responsible. And so in comes soul responsibility. I'm seeing this as a soul responsibility, one of the soul responsibility instructors in the world. The other one, the other soul responsibility instructor is Caroline Linton, and she's in South Africa. And the founder of Soul Responsibility is Tarian Nikitas in Montreal. Bringing in soul responsibility, matrix of soul responsibility. So bringing that, all of the people, I don't want to say that, but the founder and the two instructors, so myself and Caroline, anchoring this session in soul responsibility. And as soon as I say that, relief starts to take, I could feel like I can breathe, because before I was just feeling smothered in my heart center by devastation, by I think I know. But you can think for yourself what you think you know. I think I know what my body needs. I think I know about my money. I think I know about my financial situation. I think I know it's always going to be the same. I think I know what others need. I think I know what's right. I think I know how many vitamins to take. I think I know how much rest I need. I think I know how much I need to eat. I think I know how much I need to exercise. I think I know I can be aware. I think I know. I think I know. And all of that dogma, whatever yours is, whatever's yours, you just think for yourself what your dogma is, what you keep telling yourself. And we're going to run an active memory thread. In comes the defenses right away. Those defenses, yeah, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I had a rough upbringing. My generational trauma, my ancestors, my toenail, my fall 3 years ago, the others that do this to me, the government, the doctor, the blah, 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 blah. Enough is just enough. It's just enough. Okay, fine, those things happen to you. Things happen. It's not their fault and it's not your fault. things happen, but you are fully responsible regardless of the things that happen to you in your life. The rest is just blame victim consciousness spewing out the same stories of I know. Oh, so in the heart center itself, it feels so tight. The heart feels so contracted into itself. The I think I know is taken over. It's pressing down on the pericardium. It's actually warping. Oh, it's warping the way the heart sits. It's so painful. The way the heart sits within the cardiac notch. The lungs are having a hard time breathing in fully. This I think I know is just compressing in on the lungs. There's so much grief that needs to come out. The grief. Oh, good grief. Oh, good grief. I think I know. Oh, good grief. Oh, good grief. I think I know. I think I know. Oh, good grief. I think I know. Just breathe. Good grief. I think I know. So we're running active memory threads too. I think I know through the heart center, the pericardium, the cardiac notch. There's such a deep sadness or draining sadness from the heart with the biogenic release, active memory threads through the lungs. And this is coming into ancestral work of that passed down recipes of I know best. I know better than you. I know better than you. I know better than you. And I know better than you. And I know better than myself. I know better than my body. I know better than my soul's urges. I know better. I know better. And it's been passed down like this spell. This is generational curse of I know best. We do it to ourselves, we do it to our children, and then our children go and pick up the torches because that's what they've learned, and then they pick it up, and it ends here now. It ends here now with me, with you. Breathe into that. It ends here with me. I am responsible for myself fully and completely. This is running 8th chakra threads to ancestors. This is like a curse that I think generationally through ancestors all the way down. Oh no, I am trying to find the number. It just keeps going. It's like thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Take a deep breath. I'm shaking, so if you're shaking, shake it out. It's moving out the myelin sheath, all this deep ionic discharge of that karma. So it's this two-way street. I think I know comes down the 8th chakra line, pick up that baggage, and then you do it to yourself. And then all playfulness and adventure of life has been murdered. Take a deep breath. Doing, oh, I could finally breathe a little bit now. Breath is coming in. Still shaking, so I'm going to support the whole body and all of its systems. So general body energies with a full support of hydration to help move those synapses, help move those emotions and toxicity out of the body, through the blood, through the nerves. So much sadness, so much grief, moving through fear as well. Hydration to all of the systems. So think of your circulatory system, the blood system, the nerves, down through the bone, because this is deep hydration to the deepness, to the fibrous marrow, the marrow of bone. the heart of the bone, clean out this generational garbage that somehow, who knows, beknownst to us, there is no end. It just keeps going on. There's no one to blame, but you are fully responsible. That neutralizes blame victim consciousness. There's no one out there to blame. We're running a hydration to the bone marrow, the periosteum, to those deep belief systems of I know. You can think about what you know and we'll neutralize that, running an active memory thread. Oh, linking into diaphragm, small intestines for support and release. A nice deep breath. And tapping this in. Going right into the eyes, the sockets, the bones, the TMJ, the zygoma, the vomer, even the nose, the crust of your nose, the cartilage within your nose, the eye sockets, the eyes themselves, the tear ducts, the optic nerve, going into the prefrontal cortex, linking all of your whole face together, linking all of these bones and cartilage structures and sutures together in a healthy way. They've been compressed with I think I know. We're bringing them back. I'm just going to hold, actually going in and borrowing. Someone on this group has craniosacral knowledge. And so I'm tuning into their knowledge, readjusting the sutures, to give space, pulling down on the ears and opening those canals. As I'm doing this, I'm running a five senses, dumping of the five senses, all of those belief systems that are held within the senses, both physical and subtle. Dumping I think I know from the senses. So you can see clearly, you can hear clearly, you speak clearly, smell clearly, you feel clearly, not through the belief systems, anchoring that to the heart for individuation. Take a nice deep breath. Oh, that's just relaxed the whole nervous system. My nervous system is relaxed. There's still a shaking going back into the brain, into the occipital ridge, into the occiput, excuse me. And there's some repair that needs to be done to the occiput. We're going to go in and into the pia mater and the arachnoid mater with that just behind the occiput right there. Feels congested. It needs a nice circulation of blood. Oh, it feels like there's stagnation back there. So plugging in a circulation of blood to, from, and within the occiput. Moving out that stagnation. Also linking that into the lymphatic system of the brain. Removing those toxic thoughts of I think I know. I think I know about me. I think I know about others. I think I know. Oh, that's really heavy on the liver. My liver started to hurt. Whoa. And anger's coming in, but it's not being utilized properly. It's not being, there's a dampening of the liver. The liver feels a little damp, almost moldy. So I'm going to run a body chemistry to the liver. We're going to do fungus to the liver, bacteria, no, virus, no, but definitely fungus to the liver. It feels like mold spores in there. Parasites, no, really funky. So the circulation within the liver is not moving well. It's not communicating well with the gallbladder. And so if the liver is in Chinese medicine, the seat of the soul. All of those experiences, all of your experiences are being mulled over instead of being synthesized and transmuted into wisdom, which is done in the heart. It harmonizes. It's being mulled over and munched over and over and over. So anger comes in, but not a healthy anger, to move things, to move the bile, to move the digestive juices, to move it into the gallbladder. And the gallbladder makes a choice, makes decisions. It just acts. And liver organizes and plans. And this anger sitting in here is festering anger. It's festering. It's resentment, frustration, and also resignation sitting within the liver. Gotta break it up. This is it's sitting here like a mind crystal. Gotta break up that mind crystal. It's got many hooks. We gotta dissolve the hooks. I'm just watching the work happen. Then at the same time, we're going to do an actual physiological repair to the liver itself to improve its liver function, complete liver function. Circulation. No, not a circulation plug-in. It needs a Seedry. So we're going to do a Seedry to the liver, and we're going to link that Seedry of the liver to the gallbladder. And then the link in between needs repair. They're not communicating well. It's like a broken telephone. Repairing the link of gallbladder, the liver to gallbladder. And then linking that into the pancreas. And there's a missing of the sweetness of life. So any addictions to food, whether it be carbs, so breads, sugar, junk food, any addiction to replace, so it could even be alcohol or drugs, cigarettes, narcotics, any addiction. Could even be addiction to sessions. It could be addiction to self-improvement. It could be addiction to positive thinking. It could be any addiction that you can think for yourself that you have. It can even be an addiction to thinking. That gives a false boost to the pancreas to give that momentary hit to have that sweetness of life. The sweetness of life is found in life itself, the adventure of life, playfulness in life. Regardless if it's nice or not, or whatever your thinkings are. So we're going to go and do a pancreatic reflex point to relieve that stress, and also linking into the pancreas. Take a nice deep breath, but hold your liver while I tap this in. There we go. This session is done, but it's going to be linked into your prefrontal cortex, and it's going to run as an interactive recursive, and it's going to run over the next 4 days during liver time. And so that's 1 to 3 a.m. Take a nice deep breath. Woo! Thank you so much. Please let me know how you're doing. And if you're interested in soul responsibility, you can reach out to me through my website at www.mmarzak.com. So Marzak is spelled M-A-R-C-Z-U-K. There's an upcoming class May 14th, and Caroline Linton and I as well will be holding weekly soul responsibility work that's coming up in May. So stay tuned for further details, or you can reach out to either myself or to Caroline Linton, who's in South Africa, for all of the details. I'll be posting that soon. All right, loves. Woof, what a session. Please let me know how you're all doing. See you next week.